Hi Leo, I love you honey, so we're going to do a general Taroh spread for you for the new channel. We did read for all signs this morning. I love you so much. Let's see my love. Leo, Taroh spread. Overall energy. What can Leo know? So you have the High Priestess and the Knight of Wands. That's automatically saying someone's trying to play games with your intuition. So let's pull it. Knight of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. Look at the Knights. In case you don't know, Knights are action when it comes to tarot. Internal, the Death card, 4 swords. External, the Fool, 3 swords. Wow. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. Hangman, Page of Swords. 6 Wands, 10 Wands. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, and the Queen of Cups. So you have 2 women right there. What you need to be focusing on right now is justifying that. King of Swords, strategically. And that's not even air signs. My gosh. What you need to not be focused on right now is the 9 Pentacle, 8 Cups. Walking away from the emotions when it comes to yourself. And here's the Queen of Swords in Judgment, because of the King of Swords is Judgment, Justice. Oh gosh. What you need to chuck in the fuck it bucket is the 4 of Pentacles and the 3 Wands. What's going to change, or what needs to change, is 2 Swords and the Chariot. Somebody trying to block your path. Somebody trying to make you or keep you from leaving somewhere. Well, Leo is going to make another road. What you do not know about is the Magician and Temperance. You do have someone manifesting that this all comes out in peace and contentment. Peaceful communication with the Sun. Leo energy. Spiritually enlightened communication. 8 Pentacles. Mastering. King of Pentacles. So you have a Scorpio energy or a masculine looking for a long-term partner, but I'm going to grab a bundle and see where we're going to see where the masculine and the feminine fits in, so we can see where the overall energy is. General. For the Leo Divine Feminine, what energy is she in this reading? Well, you have the 4 of Wands, 6 Cups, past life soulmate, twin flame soulmate. You've known each other before. This is comfortable with the soulmate. Here, fun. Spiritual soulmate. This feminine is looking for spiritual soulmate comfort, or to comfort spiritual soulmates in their challenges, their mental challenges. This is a feminine out to help humanity. And if there's a masculine that can matchmake her, damn it, she said. Masculine, where are you here? So we'll see what comes out in the reading. She comes out with heaven, and here he comes out with hell. It's dark emotions. We're going to pull them. 7 Cups, emotional confusion, daydreaming, night thinking, seeing the bigger picture. King of Cups, he's confused on how to control his emotions because of all of the temptation. He feels like he's in hot water. You are in hot water. You have the devil and Scorpio energy. What you're in hot water about is this 8 of Cups. Not walking away from things that no longer emotionally serve your highest good. Staying confused about it. 7 Cups to the 8 Cups. When you take 7 from 8, that's going to leave 1. It's going to push you, force you to find a new profound love for self. Then you're going to have 9 Cups. A wish fulfillment, struggling with what you wish for here on earth. That's dark wishes. And there's the Ace of Cups. There's your blessing. 9 swords. Put 9 swords in 1 cup. This could be a masculine that hasn't ever trusted his true divine feminine. So let's clarify overall energy. If you see a ladybug, mercy, it's in Kentucky. Where your reading's going to start out, it looks like somebody here is playing with your intuition, or spark the interest of the spiritual realm. Sitting back and observing, not speaking up much. This is an intuitive play. The World. 2 Wands. Waiting for the right time. Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, Strength card in reverse. They're literally, Leo, waiting on you to be, not to be in your power. Maybe on a bad day. Leo might look like they're having a good day, but inside they're literally having probably one of the worst days in their life. But this Leo in the reading, you have the Sun and the Eight of Wands. Whatever they say, it's going to breathe glitter. This Leo could have had something very tragic, especially the feminine. She could have had something tragic happen to her that morning, and you not know about it until you say something and she rip your fucking head off. Who is... Who is this person 2 Wands in this general reading? External. We'll start clarifying external here. They love you. They want to tell you. There's the 8 Wands and the Ace of Cups. They want to tell you. But they don't want to. They want to wait until you get together, face to face. A get together of love. Wow. Oh, and then you have this Devil and the Sun. The Sun is in reverse. The temptations wasn't temptation on love. 7 Wands in reverse. My goodness. This external energy did not stand up for the one that they truly love because they didn't know how to explain it. They just didn't know how to explain it. What's going on right now? The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, Gemini and Virgo energy. This is an argument or slowing down the argument. Knight of Swords is a rushing in kind of energy. What is this? External. There's that stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. So that's what's being analyzed is each of those swords. 5 Wands. So instead of taking that 9 swords to the Ace of Cups, they should have took the 9 swords back to where it belonged. 5 Wands, conflict, drama, competition, strife, and jealousy. It's a jealous circle, a challenging circle. I'm asking who's stressing over that. There's the 6 Cups. Past life soulmate, 8 Cups. So your external energy is walking away from past life soulmates or soulmates from the past that they've outgrown. Your internal energy is the Death card and the 4 of Swords. You're unsure if they have transitioned emotionally yet. 4 of Swords is 3 of Swords hanging on the wall like a trophy and the true sword under the bed. Well, here you come with 5 swords. Conflict, drama, competition, strife, and jealousy. 6 Pentacles. This is a Leo saying that they will end what you don't know. When you bring the challenges, whatever you challenge this Leo, they're going to level you up. External of that is the 3 of Swords and the Fool. They might actually going to take a risk whether it breaks their heart or not. King of Pentacles. Oh, there's a ladybug crawling on the Page of Swords. They're sneaking around. Okay. What is the King of Pentacles before we say anything? Because the King of Pentacles would be a higher elevation of the Knight of Pentacles. And remember, the Knight of Pentacles is up there. You gotta go. You're crawling around too much. Rotten Tater. Who's this King of Pentacles? Alright. This is a person. You have Taurus and Taurus, okay? And the Fool. This is a man that says, once I follow through, I have to be true to the end. The Hierophant. This is a very... The Hierophant, 10 Wands, is a spiritual weight. Curious on acknowledging what they haven't seen in the moon. So the masculine here, there's a masculine, Taurus energy. Could be a rich man, businessman that is clarifying what they're going to take a risk on when it comes to getting their heart broken. Negative aspect of this, the Wheel of Fortune and the Hermit. spending a lot of time alone in seclusion, reflecting, shadow work, Wheel of Fortune, might change your life. And this is what it's going to change your life in. 10 Cups. Negative aspect, you might need to leave home to be able to spend some time alone and get your wheel turning when it comes to your destiny. The positive aspect of that, the Page of Swords and the Hangman, it's going to allow you to spark an interest of truth and clarity of some sort of sign on what you actually need to reflect on. The Divine Feminine. 10 Wands. This is a feminine reflecting on what she carries. 10 Wands is responsibility, passionate responsibility. A recognition of the Hangman. She has successfully recognized what she needs to leave hanging and what she needs to carry. From the 6 Wands to the 10 Wands, that's going to leave 4. She's finding her comfort in her own 4 corners. While the masculine is over here struggling with walking away from things that no longer emotionally serve his highest good because of something too good to be true. The masculine doesn't think he deserves a good woman because of the way he's treated himself. Well, that's not the feminine's problem. What you want out of this, you want to recognize, you want to successfully recognize what's in that 10 Wands. The responsibility to the Ace Wands. Cutting down those 10 Wands for 1. Boom, shakalaka, boom, boom. A shocking interest. You lit a candle. You have the Tower and the Star and the Devil. That's being enlightened on the Devil with the Queen of Wands. Protected from the dark side. Nothing else to work with there. They can't come in the Devil energy towards you because you've already blocked it out of you. If you don't allow it around you, they have to also follow your rules. Especially when it comes to your spiritual realm. So you might actually have to either leave home. The 6 of Swords is being divinely guided away from a comfort zone where you can find peace. You might be comfortable there as a human, but your spiritual peace is disrupted. But this Tower is going to bring some new energy on what you carry, on recognizing what's going to be more victorious to you and what's not. Giving yourself an ultimatum. Are you going to put it in your bag? Are you going to pack it? What you going to do with it? What you do not want, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Cancer and Capricorn energy. Why wouldn't Leo? You know, that's a mother figure, an unconditional loving, you know, could be a rich woman, businesswoman. I mean, it's 2 women. You don't want a lover's contract. In love, oh my gosh. Low vibing. You don't want to connect to a lover that vibes low. You're actually, this could be a masculine looking for a feminine that is emotionally controlled and ready for a long-term contract, ready for a long-term commitment. Well, where's Leo fit here? 4 of Wands. You're comfortable. You are comfortable. Reflecting. You're the one that's spending time alone. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. While your external energy, 4 Cups, and the Knight of Cups. They have offers of friendship. They have people around them. People that keep their mind busy. But it looks like you do not or did not. And you're comfortable with that and they don't know how to do it. You can't be crawling on the angel. The Knight of Cups. That's the Pisces energy. Yeah. Manifesting to trust. Seeing it for what it is in all the confusion. One of you don't see it for what it is. The other one sees it for both of you. So the one that sees it for what it is just literally like saying, can you please show them exactly what you showed me? Because you're thinking to yourself that the way they showed you, you understood it. But think about it like this. Not everybody learns the same way. Some people learns better by reading. Some people learns better by writing. Some people learns better by watching a movie. Just depends on who you're trying to teach. Well, what's the external energy in the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups? This is a masculine needing to walk away from things that's not loving him back to get that 1 cup. Go get that 1 cup. Don't let the ones that don't love you keep you from the one that will. It's exactly what this is. And when that comes into prospects, this is when the King of Swords is going to kick in. Aquarius and Libra energy. Okay. The masculine is going to be, or Aquarius energy, is going to be strategically thinking on spiritual justice. Don't ever correct on earth what needs to be corrected in heaven. The King and the Queen of Swords is also the Ascension pair. What's being spiritually justified right here? Boundaries. Before they come forward. Setting those boundaries and rules before you come forward victoriously in love. My goodness. And that's why the Queen of Swords knows. The Queen of Swords thinks that the final judgment is hers, but it's not. The judgment has been interfered with. It's deception. That's where she's got it fucked up from another bitch down the street. Judgment's never been hers. It could be hers if she actually connected to a King of Swords to matchmake the Queen of Swords, but when you're trying to connect to water sign energy, it's not going to work. What you need to not be focused on right now is the 8 Cups and the 9 Pentacles. You have to, they want you to allow an external energy to independently bring their emotions out. Because the more you try to force them to stop loving people, places, and things that don't love them back, you know, the more they push back on you. So they don't want you to put pressure on this person because they don't want this person to sit. Yeah, because it's a wasted resource of what you're manifesting. Don't force it. You cannot force a manifestation. The more you try to force it, there is the 7 Pentacles, assessing the investments of wasted energy. Divine timing, wasted energy. It's got to go in divine timing. Don't waste the energy. It won't be successful transformation. You can eat runny brownies, but not too many people like runny cornbread, you know. What's going to help you through is the Queen of Swords and Judgment. So, Libra energy. This is a woman that strategically thinks. She's very smart, Albert Einstein style. She could be the one making the judgment. Let's see. 3 Cups. 4 Swords. So the 3 Cups is for the 3 swords on the wall like a trophy. And here's the Ace of Swords down here. So the Ace of Swords is hidden with the 2 swords. She's trying to block the blockage from coming together intuitively for an intuitive celebration. Okay, so this Queen of Swords is actually calling judgment to the divine to not allow the masculine on his destiny of his 6 senses to see it for what it is, to spark the interest on the offer to rebuild and block communication. This Queen of Swords does not want to stop talking to the masculine. She don't want to interfere in his relationship with the feminine, but she's testing him. She's like, well, just don't cut me off all the way. He don't want to, but he's going to have to. She's not going to be able to be in his message or his phone numbers. Her thoughts, her pictures ain't going to be able to be in his wallet, around his house, things like that. She got to go. She got to go. With a little bit of her got to go, they all got to go. What you need to not be focused on right now is the 4 of Pentacles and this 3 Wands. Anything that's trying to hold you back from being able to plan and prepare to turn your back on things that you're no longer interested in. You know, those things that you jump into, say, oh yeah, I'm interested. Then you get in there, no, I'm not interested. You would rather do something else. So they want you to go do that. 4 Pentacles in reverse would be to let go, no longer being able to hold yourself back. At the crossroads. Needing to let go of something that you were blindsided by, not being able to transition and recover from being heartbroken. This is the past life soulmate friend. You trusted this person with every emotion you had, but they disrespected you. And you don't know how to deal with it because you wouldn't have done it to them, where they're telling you, let it go. And they will help them deal with it, no problem. How they're going to help them deal with it is what needs to change. 2 swords in the Chariot. So this 2 swords is going to move with the Chariot. You're coming through the bridge anyway. The Chariot's moving forward victoriously. It's a divine movement card. Not looking back, only taking your necessities and nothing of your want. That King of Swords, he's leaving. And he's taking the money with him. Sparking the interest to successfully recognize that another spark of interest of emotion focused This masculine has outgrew the Queen of Swords right here. Abundified soulmates. Rich soulmates. Had them thinking too much about business contracts. And that's what got them to see it for what it is. The star. Ding, ding, ding. Hope, faith, balance, renewal of all the deception and deceit. The masculine's figuring out that this is what was causing them to sneak around in their own mind. Not believe in their own thoughts. And the reason why they're going to start doing so is the Magician and Temperance. It's peaceful manifestation. Manifest to temper. They're manifesting to temper what? Virgo energy. Temper it slowly. Temper it slowly. The energy would be, you know, you cook a piece of meat a long time and then you set it to the side so the juices can soak up. That's what this is. Marinating. Soulmates. You have someone that wants to peacefully come together with you because they feel like it's like you feel like home to them. 6 Cups, 3 Pentacles, the acknowledgement of lovers. They want to rebuild the relationship with you. You could have met this person up to 3 years ago. Well, who is this person? You have Sagittarius and Virgo there. It's confused, mentally. Dark thoughts, turning one's back. That's sex addiction. To heal spiritually. They like sex a lot. They like sex a lot. And that's what weighs heavy on the feminine. Ooh. Potential outcome. Let's clarify feminine and masculine in the end. You have the Sun and the 8 Wands. Spiritual enlightenment is going to come in quick. 8 Wands, communication, saying something out loud through the Sun. Happiness, bliss, naked baby on a pony. Be happy to talk. Where's the feminine? She has the Emperor. Judgment, breaker 19, calling on the Divine Father, can you hear me kind of thing. She says that the masculine has already made his final and firm decision. It's his own independent plan to prepare for independent justice. He has to... Judgment, justice, judgment, justice. The feminine said it's not her fucking problem. She's not waking her ancestors up for you, masculine. She says you gotta wake up. You gotta talk to your own grandma. Is what she said. Where is the masculine right here? Well, he's going to come in and say, hi, lover. That's the Gemini energy. Quickly. That's when he's going to come in and quickly communicate the plan and prepare to turn his back on the Queen of Swords. Struggling with the Queen of Pentacles right here. Struggles with walking away. Walking away from exes that leaves them spiritually confused. When it comes to an offer of being heartbroken and having to start over. King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Well, that's how you find your true soulmates. By all the confusion. Well, you have the 7 Cups and 9 Cups over here. So that's the 2 Cups and 7 Cups. Confused about what a spiritual soulmate come on because you got the devil. You had the devil jump on your back, buddy. The Wheel of Fortune is a change and a turning point, but this is a karmic cycle. When you're confused about the right soulmate that you want to be with, they're going to bring you a lesson to show you what it fucking exactly, to get you unconfused. So you had the dark side sparking interest for the masculine to master what he supported and what he didn't. I love you guys.